So my personal yoga practice, I will start straight up at 8 o'clock, which is in 4 minutes. But until then, I'll just be resting and relaxing. So relax, release. A little bit of a meditation pose. Any comfortable position is good. Be in a chair, on the floor, cross-legged, not cross-legged, however you like to sit. Just relax, take stock, close the eyes, and feel the body. It's not easy to concentrate if you've got other things going on. Okay. First thing to do is focus on the breath. Count your exhales. Then start to feel the air as it slides in and out through the nasal cavity, through the nostrils, down the trachea, into the lungs. Relax, release, feel any sensations in the body. Rebalance yourself. Allow the weight to be centered on the pelvis so that you're using your head as a counterbalance, and your spine and neck to maintain balance, and the legs are more or less limp. So you can relax the muscles. And close the eyes. Maybe a subtle, soft smile as you relax. Feel the different parts of the body. Feel the fingers, the hands, the wrists, the forearms, the elbows, upper arms, shoulders, chest, rib cage. Feel everything inside the rib cage, the lungs, the heart. Feel the abdomen, the pelvis, all of the organs inside. The glutes, thighs, the knees, the legs, shins and calf, ankles, feet, and the toes. Work your way back up. Feel the toes, feet, ankles, the leg, lower leg, knees, thighs, quads and hamstring, hips, glutes, abdominal area, pelvis and just above, the abs, intestines, kidneys, pancreas, if you can feel that, liver. Feel the spine, all the vertebrae in the spine, the rib cage, lungs, heart, pectorals, shoulders. Spread out into the arms, biceps and triceps, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrists, hands, fingers. Go back to the spine. Feel the entirety of the spine from the tailbone all the way up. Slowly feel it travel up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And it is 8 o'clock, straight up. Time to get started. First, we get the timer ready. There we go. And we do the first pose, which is a quick forward fold. Just relax. Just get the kinks out of the body. Space between the vertebrae. And set up the next pose by looking up. Start to set up a posterior flexion of the spine. We're going to stand, start the clock. Upward facing dog. So fingers towards the toes, feet to the back of the room, back of the mat if you're on a mat. The posterior flex of the spine. Use the back muscles. Pull back. Further back. Open the front of the body. Probably feel a lot of pressure in the wrists. There's a lot of weight in the wrists. Just relax and feel the sensation. So right now most of the sensation is in the forearm area. Not the wrist, not the space between the forearm and the hand bones, but just the wrist area, the soft tissue around the wrist. And relax, wiggle the fingers a little bit. Might change the position of the fingers as you wiggle them. Reach the head back. Use the back and neck muscles to pull yourself further back. 58 seconds. Just continue to relax. You can go zero effort and just completely relax the body, or you can start to engage the back muscles to pull yourself just a little bit further back. Pulse the muscles as you pull yourself back so that you're slowly extending the pose. Relax. Feel the body. Feel all the sensations in the body. Just like meditation beginning a practice. Feel all the different parts of the body. 8 seconds. And that's 3 minutes for that. Next up is scorpion pose. Hey, look at that. Number 1 on yoga. Fun stuff. Others to normalize. Got the timer started. Get the hands. Elbows are more important than the hands. Feel free to bring the hands a little bit close together. That's the way they want to go. Make the elbows underneath the shoulders. Today is the 18th, if I recall. So it's an even number of days. Start with the right leg. Kick the right leg up for balance. Find the balance. And then find the pose. So it's 2 minutes, 28 seconds to get into the pose. It took about 32 seconds to get the pose. Concentrate. Focus on balance. Careful. Continue to breathe. Relax. And feel a crescendo coming along with the effort required by the shoulders and the arms. As you maintain the pose, more effort's required. Relax. Breathe. Slowly start to lift the head up. Keep balance. And relax. Continue breathing. Slow and steady breath. Equal parts inhale and exhale. Find a point on the floor. focus on that. Maybe between the thumbs, maybe just above the thumbs. Relax. And enjoy the pose. 4 seconds left. Feel the body, feel the sensation. And again, that slow crescendo of effort required to maintain the pose. Start to feel the blood flow to the biceps. Feel the hands. Not much effort required in the hands, as long as most of your weight is in your elbows. But feel the hands nonetheless as the blood starts to flow down. Relax, feel the low back. Feel the extension on that. Feel the legs, the feet, the toes. Not much happening there, just kind of hanging out. 15 seconds. Relax. Hold the pose, concentrate. And that's that. All right. Lots of fun on that. Lots of effort. Good work. Clear out the timer. And that's that. All right, next up. Long form forward fold. Because I always start the practice with a quick forward fold. This is the long forward fold that I hold for about 3 minutes. Make sure you're in frame. There you go. And relax. Release. Take this down. Straighten the legs. You can put your hands above the kneecap, below the quads, if you want some extra support. As you work your way into the pose. Cross the arms. Let them dangle. Slowly bring the feet together. Get the parts of the body in the right spot. Can just barely get the heel, the big toes, and the ankles just barely glancing each other. Relax into the pose. 2 minutes. You might flip the arms. If you're going to put your feet under your hands, flip your arms early. Put your feet under your hands, right? Put your hands under your feet in just a moment. And this pose requires less effort than the scorpion pose because it's using the legs, its muscles. Used to doing this all the time. You don't walk on your elbows that often, at least I don't. Relax. Breathe. Equal parts inhale, exhale. Those hands under the feet, if you'd like to do that. It's interesting trying to keep the feet together with the hands under the feet, because the big toes and the pointer toe have a tendency to straddle the wrist, but if you want to keep the feet together, it doesn't seem to work out as well. And you can feel that, you can pull down, use the quads, straighten the legs, balancing the heels. Heels are very close together, so it takes a little bit of effort to balance. And let the pelvis rotate forward. You might feel in the hamstrings a little bit. Relax. Fold forward. Feel the breath as it slides in and out of the body. And that's 3 minutes of that. All right, next up, clear out the timer, is a hamstring stretch. Yay! Hamstring stretch. So, A hamstring stretch is Janu Sirsasana, much like this. Another hamstring stretch is Hanumanasana, monkey pose, where you want to straighten both of the legs. And so that's what I'm doing today. Get the timer started, find the pose, get all the parts of the body in the right spot, find a point where you feel a nice stretch. There we go, something like that. Relax, feel it stretch, feel it in the hamstring. Yeah, the right hip is the limiting factor. So I try to keep the inside of the knee on the earth, and the right hip says, yeah, you can't hold that indefinitely. So you gotta, if you really want to stretch that hamstring, you gotta start to twist over. So I start to twist over, with the final goal being to get onto the top of the right quad. As I stretch out that left hamstring, so I feel like a nice stretch right here, and activate the lower leg muscles in the left leg a little bit to keep the ankle active, so the ankle's protected, because you've got a lot of force going into the left heel. Maintain your balance. Yeah, I should start with the right leg today, huh? But I started with the left, so we'll see. Oh well. Just keep your balance, relax, release. Feel that left leg stretch. Focus on the ankle with the toes. Feel the left hamstring. Feel that sensation as you hold the pose in that place where you can hold it indefinitely. So yeah, in order to get the quad down, I've got to in order to rotate the pelvis over, square the hips. Yeah, I'm not flexible enough for that yet. So I've got work to do. Feel it stretch, because eventually, right, I want to be like this, but I want the pelvis on the earth. And honestly, the right hip, the front side, but this feels more like a muscle stretch. Seems to be the loading factor right here. And then I get a cramp in my right big toe. Yay. Hey, and that's 3 minutes. Find an easy way out of wherever you are. There we go. Correct the timer, get ready for your other side, so get that other side started. Again, you might start off with a nice Janu Sirsasana, or you might try your luck in a Hanumanasana. Stretch that out. Feel that nice stretch. Balance the body, balancing on the right heel, the left inner knee, and the left hand. And on the right hand. Trying to get the pelvis down. I feel a little bit of a stretch right at the top of the left inner thigh. And yeah, the second side is always generally a little bit more open than the first side. So the hips, the pelvis, I'm getting a little bit further down, a little bit quicker. And my right side is usually a little bit more open than my left side. So I can feel the pelvis on the floor, which I kind of wasn't able to do on the other side. And then as you start to do that, I want to start twisting so that I can get on top of the left quad. So yeah, nice deep stretch on that right hamstring. Focus on the stretch, close the eyes, relax. You're in a safe space, you should be. You're in a pose, you hold it indefinitely. Just relax. Feel the sensations in the body. Go to the space where you can hold the pose indefinitely. Feel where the sensation is in the body. So now I'm starting to feel the left wrist a little bit. So there's a lot of weight in the left wrist. And it just took over the sensation on the hamstring. So I need to accentuate the hamstring a little bit, or I can. And then I've got my, I'm not sure how to describe it, but I'm tensing up the muscles close to my ankles to keep the ankle in place on the right ankle. So there's a lot of force in the right heel pressing into the earth. So it's basically the only part of the right leg that's on the ground. From the pelvis all the way down to the heel, that's all basically off the ground and being stretched. Relax, breathe, focus on the stretch. Find that safe space, that nice spot where you feel that nice deep stretch. Find the sensation, see it in your mind, close your eyes, see it in your mind's eye. As you focus on that sensation, watch as it lessens. Alright, so that's that. Get out of that safely. A little bit of a buffer. Start up for the next pose. Wide splits. Go to where you can, where you'd like. And relax. Take it forward. As gentle or not as you'd like to go, but always find a spot where you can hold the pose indefinitely. Yes, get all the parts of your body in the right spot so that you can hold it indefinitely. And relax. Relax, release. Another 2 minutes, 10 seconds. The inner thigh a little bit. You always feel that here. Relax. You might rotate the pelvis a little bit. Feel the different sensation of the pelvis rotating back and forth as it stretches slightly different muscles. 53 seconds. And relax. Feel the back. Easy stretch, right? This pose that you can hold indefinitely, all day if you want it. And if you have to pull back a little bit to maintain the pose, that's perfectly fine. That's what you do. It's called knowing your body, knowing your limits, and staying within your limits. So relax. Enjoy the pose. And that's that. Clear out the timer, set 3 minutes in case we hit the max. Next up is playing some handstand a little bit. So, get your hands under your shoulders as best as you can. Fingers wide and out towards the side just a little bit. like you're grabbing the top of a pommel horse. And get the body up. Yeah, so I lifted a little bit of weights this morning, so I'm not feeling super strong, and we'll see what I can do. Engage the core, lift the heels, and feel the weight transfer. Oh, look at that. That worked out. Hey, but the arms are already a little bit tired from the lifting I did today.